Hello and welcome. Now in this video we will build on how you can influence your unconscious brain to create a stronger and lasting connection with each person you meet. This is key for your personal life or for any professional, because there are times when you need to make a connection with someone even though you can't match their social identity. Now, if you haven't yet, make sure to check out the previous video here or in the description below, because that video will be the foundation that I will be continuing here. Just a quick recap. Last video we learned how three things happen in our brain unconsciously when we communicate. 1. You learn something from the person. 2. You understand the person better. And 3. You clarify an idea or a thought. I mentioned the company gathering scenario, where when you can't match their social identity, it's not because you're not able to match them, but because it's not part of your own social identity. However, like I said earlier, there are times where you need to make a connection with the person because they are a customer, your coworker, or they could be your boss. So how do we make sure you can create a lasting connection with someone that is not necessarily part of your own social identity? Okay, let's get into it. There are three key things you should do when you are communicating with someone. First, open body language. When you are in a gathering or meeting people, for the first 5 seconds, we always create a profile or assumption about the person we meet. If the person is standing closed off, standing sideways, crossing their arms like this, or crossing their legs when they're sitting, they have a closed off body language, and you cannot build a connection with them. This is why when you communicate, you want to make sure you have an open body language. Ways to do that would be to stand relaxed like this, have your arms at your side or in front, right? And if it feels weird to stand relaxed with your arms by your side, what you can do is you can hold a glass when you're at a meeting, or you can hold your folder at your side, right? And make sure to smile. When you smile, you are portraying an open body language. What you can do to practice smiling is standing in front of the mirror. Warm up your cheeks like this and practice pushing your cheeks up. Just don't forget to breathe. See that smile? That's the one you use. For the second key point, focus on the similarities. In life, we tend to look at the differences of the person we communicate with. Now, this has to do with the environment we all live in. If you look at the news, everything around us, they always talk about differences. Similarly, if you look at tech gadgets, like the latest smartphone, they always talk about the differences between each item, right? You see the connection? We have become accustomed to always look at each item or individual and think about what makes them different from you. To avoid this, you want to make sure you consciously ask questions that will allow you to focus on similarities. So if you were at a company meeting, rather than thinking, oh, they are in the HR department, I am in the IT department, we have nothing in common. Ask yourself, what company do you work for? It's the same freaking company! You were both invited at the same company gathering. Hello! A good way to practice figuring out similarities is to look at the most basic and simplest similarities. Oh, they have a job. I also have a job. Oh, they are in a business suit. I'm also in a business suit. This is looking at similarities at its physical level. Now you need to do is, when you're speaking with them, is actively search for similarities. You're being a detective in a sense, and this is where the third key point comes in. Third key point, actively listen. Imagine when you're explaining something and you notice the person you're talking to isn't really listening to you. Do you remember a situation like that? You see them crossing their arms and looking behind you. Well, that is exactly the feeling the other person feels when you are not actively listening to them. So, what do you want to do when you're actively listening? You want to search for similarities. Be the detective. Paraphrase the answers that they gave you and clarify ideas and thoughts about them. That's actually helping you create a connection with them. Rather than letting our brain unconsciously make assumptions or ideas about this person you are speaking to, you have to take the steering wheel if you want to make a lasting connection with the person you are communicating with. These are 3 key points that you have to implement if you want to make sure that you don't go on autopilot and let your unconscious brain do all the detective work, but that you yourself take the steering wheel and find similarities between both of you. If you do this, I can assure you, you will create a stronger and lasting connection with the person you are communicating with, whether it be your customer, co-worker or boss, or even in your personal life, with your friends, family or partner. You have now learned 3 key points that will help you build a stronger bond with each person you communicate with. You are now a step closer to what you need to know to become a master communicator. I thank you for watching. Make sure to share this video with anyone who can benefit from this. Like, subscribe, click the notification bell button, and I will see you in the next video. Hey there, just a reminder, I have set a challenge for myself, and that is to make 30 videos for the next 30 days. This was day 3, video 3. Now smash that like button down below, and I thank you for your support.